Hello everybody, it is Ryno
and Hannah,
and we are here at Disneyland Park for a little bit of a special, little something different. Tonight we are doing one of the Disneyland After Dark events. We are here for the very limited event, the 70th Favorites, right? Is that what it's called? Can I borrow this?
70 years of favorites.
70 years of favorites, 2026. It's the first time they've ever done this event. We're at the second night of this event. It was 2 nights. Now, I have done a Disneyland After Dark. If you've watched this channel for a while, you know I go to the Pride event every year that they do that. I absolutely love that event. Hannah, have you done an After Dark event here before?
No, this is my very first one. And so I think when we saw like the dates, I was like,
we were coming out for food and wine anyway, so I was like, we should do it if we're out there for one. So
exactly. So I'm curious. Tonight too, we've seen some of the reviews.
Well, we're not going to be able to do it again, obviously, because it is for the 70th anniversary, so it's just going to be this year. But we have seen the reviews from the first night. They have not been very kind. I know that there is not any sort of fireworks show. There's not a cavalcade. There are special character meet and greets. There's a couple special food items, and there's some like special photo ops and just like
one piece of merch.
I don't want to use this word, activations around the park. Yeah, one piece of merch. So tonight we're just going to show you everything that we get up to in this event. This is 8 p.m. We are here right at the start of the event. Officially, just the people going to this event are in the park now, and it goes until 1 a.m. So we're going to use this opportunity, I think, to do some rides and who knows what else. So just come along with us.
I'll be honest, first after hours event. And because it's so limited, I feel like for me, this is kind of my like tiptoe into after hours event, right? Like I've heard a lot about it. I've heard about Pride. I've heard about 90s Night. And I just, Disney Channel Night, and I want to tiptoe into an experience. Like, I feel like every time I come out to Disneyland, there's something new, and this is definitely part of that. So I want to broaden my horizons.
So we'll see what we get up to. We're going to bring you all with us. We're just going to get this video started, so we're not just sitting here on Main Street all night chatting about it. But before we do, we want to remind you that this video and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They're experts at helping you plan that perfect Disneyland vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip. You help support the channel and all of the content that we produce here.
Does it cost you anything extra?
It doesn't cost you anything extra on your trip. You did book it for me. DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com for a free, no obligation quote today. It is also brought to you by our Patreon supporters.
We love it.
We couldn't do it without you.
No.
Want to learn more about how you can get exclusive content from different members of the Disney team like myself or Hannah? Patreon.com/DisUnlimited. Now that we have said that, let's just get into it. Let's go hang out at Disneyland. I did hear the event on Tuesday, so we're here on a Thursday. It was pretty empty. So we are hoping maybe we'll get to be able to be like, ride. So, because there's like a couple characters. We'll go through the map in a second. But I think you and I are kind of like, I don't know, we might as well do some rides. Like, we'll see how many rides we can do.
I know. I mean, it's a park ticket and a lightning lane, basically. Look at it that way.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I already see one of the photo opportunities over here on Main Street. And I'm not blown away by it, but let's go look at it.
No, okay. Look, they're just like, please come over here.
Here's the castle, 70 years of favorites. Hannah's going to go up and get her photo.
By myself?
Oh, fine. Let's go together, all of us.
Okay.
We got a new child tonight.
You'll learn more.
You'll learn more, okay. Okay, so the event starts officially at 8, right? Like, you can get into the park starting at 6.
Yeah.
So it's a ticket that technically gets you into Disneyland Park from 6 p.m. until 1 a.m. There's a photo op up here. We're officially in the crossover time. Like I told you, it's already past 8 o'clock. So apparently that photo op doesn't start until 9. So 2 things that they advertise as being sort of a thing you get to keep from this is a commemorative map and a commemorative lanyard. This is a cardboard lanyard, first of all. So I don't love that. They do that for Pride, too. They're like, commemorative lanyard and map. And I'm always like, is it? Like, also, this one's even smaller than the last Pride one. It's like 2 folds.
Right. Not like a normal...
No, it's like a
park map.
It's not a map that you're like, oh, I'm going to frame that and keep that.
Yeah, when they handed it to me, I was like, and what do I do with this?
Yeah, I don't know. But this has like it's got the food guide on it. I'm going to flip around. Hold on. Earlier today, Hannah and I were in Toonton, USA. And we, if you know us, you know we love a embroidery moment. I've turned her on to this.
I'm a copycat for sure.
She's copied me. She's been influenced.
Yes.
So earlier today we were over there and we bought an item that we got embroidered and they said we could pick it up for the after hours party. So we're heading over that way. So maybe we'll be able to see whatever I just said was over there. I already can't remember. But something I was excited about. Gummy bears, yes. Because I feel like I'm just old enough that like I remember them and I saw it a little bit, but it wasn't something like that was active in my brain. Like I couldn't tell you all their names.
So I mean, I don't remember, but as somebody who, like, I didn't grow up with the Disney Channel. I had to go to my.
I didn't either. My grandparents
house.
had it. Yeah.
See?
Yeah. My uncle lived in their attic.
They had They had Disney Channel. They had gummy bears, and also I will never forget. Like, I remember there was like it was like they did a Disneyland Symphony. Symphony? Yes.
Symphony?
Symphony. Yes. And it was like, I don't know. I lived.
Wait, the gummy bears were in there?
No, but just like at Disneyland, it was like Mickey conducting the whole orchestra.
Wait, and, live action?
Yeah, it was for real life.
Oh.
And I remember that, so I appreciate that like callback to the golden age of Disney Channel, where that was like kind of a luxury, you know. It's part of my childhood, so I am excited to see that.
All right, let me ask you this: Do you remember that weird Alice in Wonderland show that was on the Disney Channel? Because that was like on, and I was always like, oh, the Disney Channel where Grandma and Grandpa, somebody might watch the thing. And it was always that show, and I hated that show.
You know what I remember? That kind of same vein, they would open the vault, and it would be like you were riding a roller coaster, and it was like dark.
Oh.
And you would see, you don't remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
I watched so much, like Zorro is like a small child in the 90s, but it was like
Zorro was definitely on, like, well, I think that was on Nick at Night for me, but
I don't know about that. But they would like, it would be like, we're opening the vault and you would ride this roller coaster and it was like dark and you would see Haunted Mansion and ultimately it led to Zorro and stuff like this. So I don't know. I'm excited for that. Honestly, I'm also really excited to ride rides. I feel like this is like maybe where the value is. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, report back.
I do think that it's insane that at the front of the park there was a photo op and they were like, it doesn't start till about 9. I'm like, well, the event officially starts at 8. The crossover's at 6. So I don't understand why we're not getting started until an hour into the party, but we'll see. I'm not really all about waiting in lines for photo ops and characters. I know that is a big thing though for some people, so I'm not putting that down at all. It's just not something like I get really jazzed about because I know how long the wait is going to be. There's also a man walking past me right now that's dressed like Walt Disney, and I straight up was like,
maybe.
Is that a character meet and greet?
I like this. I don't know. I mean, that is the thing about Disneyland. Is like, I feel like I see more people here. They're like into it. They're invested. They're like wearing the costume. They're wearing the mouse ears, and I don't know. That's part of it for me.
Here's that Aladdin's Royal Caravan photo op. Here is the Hercules photo op. I feel like things that should just be out during the day, but whatever.
Go on the Destiny.
I'm so sad. I love it when all the Christmas lights are up, but I still love this facade so much. I think we're going to have to ride it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a superior small one.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Oh, we got to ask these. Look at these. All those fools waiting for popcorn over there. There's an empty cart right here. Headed into Toontown. Also, we do need to tell you all that earlier today, Hannah and I did adopt a small child. His name is Bartholomew.
He's with us, so if you see him in the video,
we just don't want you to be alarmed and be like, who's that person?
He's under 3, so that's why he didn't need a ticket this evening. And it's his first time here at Disneyland, I think. He's a DCA baby.
DCA baby. Well, it looks like you're breastfeeding him. So, walking up the ramp into Toontown, I see that it's a 10-minute wait for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is one of Hannah's wanna-dos.
Well, okay.
Her favorite ride, which is Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, is 25 minutes.
I would do it this evening. I love Runaway Railway here because of the queue.
Well, we are going to do that, I think. But before we do, over here, this feels sacrilegious coming from me, we have Cafe Daisy. And if it's open, they do... Oh, it's not open. So, well, I was really looking forward to a pizza flop over. The lights are on, but no one's home, much like Daisy herself. Okay, this line over here for the gummy bear photo op is kind of long. Not like insanely long, but it's literally just a cardboard backdrop. Okay, I mean, that's cute that they did it, but I think I'm all right. All right, we're going to go get in line for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway before it gets too long, just because we love the queue over there. All right, we're going in. It says 10-minute wait. We're playing my favorite game, which is you know, real time versus actual time. I'm not going to start until we go through, though. I'm going to be polite. All right, ready? I'm crossing the threshold, and boom. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. One of my favorite things is all these movie posters. I have a friend in Orlando who hasn't been to Disneyland since this opened, and they have a shirt that is the High School Goofical 3 in Orlando in the gift shops there. And I posted something about like, oh, I really like it. He was like, what is this? And I was like, oh, because ours doesn't have these posters. And I love that they made a shirt for that, but they need to do it for all of them, honestly. I just love it because you're like in an actual like cartoon theater, and this kind of makes way more sense than ours, which is crazy because ours came first. I like that these are all kind of props from the actual cartoons. Some of your favorites.
Honestly, this is my favorite right here.
Which one? Pluto's Christmas tree?
Uh-huh.
That Chip and Dale are like going crazy?
Yeah.
There's then.
Swap out with the Santa candles.
Oh, I love that. I love that they have the 70s disco thing in here. Yeah. Because you can get that, but also the concession stand over here. And they had the power limes, which they ended up turning into real candy.
Also, that's my song.
What? Hannah, they don't have any ranch, I don't think, though.
I like
The best. Yeah, Hannah, there's no ranch here.
Yeah, they got nacho cheese. I can make it.
She'll survive without them. They have haggis, too. I love the theater entrances.
As well, please make sure you are
3
clear.
minutes and a half before we're in the theater.
Oh, hiya, folks. Want to take a ride on the train?
Okay, so officially it's about 6 minutes and 30 seconds, less than that. Great.
I must have hit that track You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Oh. Now, let's
Happy to report we waited less than 10 minutes for the ride, so far that was an accurate wait time. There is a Rescue Rangers like little photo op over here too. Oh my god, Chip and Dale and their Rescue Rangers outfit are over here. This is a super long line. I don't know, should we just get in it? Okay, I'm gonna get in it.
You guys in line for Chip and Dale?
Yeah, thank you. Okay, we were told that basically if we don't make it up to them by 9:30, they're gonna take a break. So instead of going to do that, I'm just gonna show you what they look like real quick. Look at them, I love them so much. They're so cute, if you can see them over there. We're gonna go on to Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. It is a 5-minute wait, which means it's a walk-on, so I'm not messing around. There she is. Her silhouette's been updated to have her jacket and hat on that she wears now instead of just the classic dress, because she's investigating this time. They got a recipe for the dip over here, so we're in trouble. Oh, I don't think I ever realized. I think it's the dip that caused the hole in the wall over here, because it's like, see? I never looked around enough. Look, it says dip over there.
Holy smokes, Roger! We've been there!
Get away from these corns, that dick boy.
Hey! Don't come with me!
That's about a little dip to end the experiment. And hot down a portable hole.
I love that ride. It is like a fever dream though, and I just hold on for dear life to make sure my car spins the least amount as humanly possible. But we waited about the 5 minutes, maybe like a minute or two over, but it was a lot of fun. I think now we are going to go maybe find a bite to eat and do another ride. So 2 rides down, and we still have about 3.5 hours left of the event. Over here outside of Small World, we got a little turtle or something that snuck in here. I will say, that is a cool photo op. It's got a really long line for it. I just like seeing it. You want to wait in that line?
I mean, I don't, but I feel like you being like, oh, I like seeing it.
Yeah, you can take a picture right here on the other side of this rope, or you can get it professionally done. All right, it's got a 5-minute wait, so we're doing Small World. It says 5-minute wait, but this is definitely like a walk-on, so that'll be good. I haven't done this in a couple of trips, so I'm excited. Small World never disappoints. I really like the one out here. I'd ride it 1,000 times before I rode the one in Walt Disney World again. We are now moving on. I think we're moving over to Tomorrowland. I want to see Videopolis or whatever it is that's happening over there at 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, and 12:30. We're currently hoping to make the 10:30. What time do you got, Hannah?
10:14.
10:14. So we're going to walk over that way, and hopefully we're going to find a snack or something, because right now we're actually having a little bit of trouble finding food that sounds appealing. We did have some popcorn. It hit. It was good. Oh yeah, it was buttery. It was hot. Hot and fresh like myself.
Oh, Mad Tea Party shows a photo op.
This is the Mad Tea Party photo op in Tomorrowland. Oh, I think Videopolis is still happening over here. Or maybe it's just some music, I don't know.
So we're going to play you a legendary band that maybe in El Paso, Texas wasn't known that well. But here, I think they could have sold out the Coliseum. Certainly, if they all got back together right now with Danny Elfman fronting. They certainly would. Stephanie here's got a Boingo hat with her. So, my buddy Al over here, he's clapping for Boingo Boingo as well. I mean, the former members are still out there and playing, but without Danny at the front. But they still put on a great show. They had so many amazing songs. And I'm not sure, I know you've got Boingo Boingo queued up. I didn't see which song. Hopefully, it's the one that would be most appropriate for tonight. Because you guys are all dressed up. But you do have a place to go. You got Videopolis and we got Oingo Boingo.
Okay, we got Club Buzz going on over here. I want to ride Autopia. And since we're right here, I feel like we should do it. I'm driving. Hannah and I have done this before. Her driving was questionable. So I'm going to take the wheel this time.
All right, good for you. I'm happy for us.
We got this child with us. We got to be careful. Yeah.
Car seat.
Safety first. They got a car seat on this ride? Riding along in my automobile. My baby beside me at the wheel. Oh, baby, we got a backup up here on the I-95, the 405, to the 506, to the 708, to the 90 whatever. What are they, like 10 cars over here? What's happening over here? I told you to just pull over at the first hotel you saw. You wanted to wait and go a few more minutes, and now here we are. Pitch black. I can't find anything. There's no off-ramp on this highway. The tank is almost at empty.
We're hungry.
Hope you're happy. We're going to have to send our kid out into the wilderness to find food for us.
He's ready.
He's ready. Found mother and father from Carousel of Progress. I guess they kind of look like them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the old school version. They're from the Valentine's Day scene from Disney World.
They have the Pizza Planet truck out for a photo op here, which is pretty cool. I like it, but I don't want to wait that long. And also, I've been fortunate enough to be in places where I've seen it out and about before, but it's pretty cool. All right, I think we're gonna go on Space Mountain. It might have been down before. It says 20 minutes though. So let's see how it is. I'm starting it now. Let's see if it's really 20. I'm hoping less. We have our celebrity spotting over here. There is BB-8 just hanging out. And then we've got R2-D2 over there. Very cool. Hey, Hannah, your first time on Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters.
I know, and you've been trying for a while to get me on, so here we go.
Walk on to Buzz Lightyear Astro Blaster. Literally, it's like a private attraction right now. Hannah's never done it, so I think I'm going to beat her, but you know. All right, Space Mountain was about 17, 18 minutes to do, and that was fine. And then we did literally a walk-on onto Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, and like basically there was no one really close to the carts in front of us or behind us, so it was really cool to do it and not have a million red dots going the whole time. But Hannah's score was a little embarrassing.
So, for whatever reason, I thought you were just supposed to hold down the trigger, but you're actually supposed to shoot. I don't know if that would have helped me, but my score was dismal. I will say, this is my first time riding it. I feel like it's night and day different than Magic Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
On a lot, like start to finish, it's like similar. The scale is different, and you immediately go into it. Like, you're immediately playing the game. I liked it.
Yeah. I liked it. I like it. I'm a fan. I always try to do it every trip, and everyone's always like, "No, I don't want to do it."
I know.
Like,
I mean, that was
telling
me.
you it's a good time. So I think we're gonna try and get some food, maybe Jolly Holiday, and then we also want to do Thunder Mountain still. We still have about like 2 hours. What time is it right now?
11:20.
We have an hour and a half, so we'll see how much we can get done in that amount of time still. Castle's got some looks on her today. I feel like it should be lit up like that all night during the 70th.
All right. I know you all know the words to this one, so please sing along with us. It's the circle of life. The sun. Who does
So we got the gumbo fries from Stage Door Cafe. These are $14.99. It is Cajun seasoned beer battered fries smothered with chicken gumbo, mozzarella cheese, and green onion. Just had the gumbo fries that are available. We got them at Stage Door Cafe. They're available at multiple locations in the park, but I mean, there was a nice little bit of spice to them, but they in no way, one, weren't as plentiful as the picture, weren't as large, so for $15, out of your mind. Also, if you can see behind us, Pocahontas and Miko are over there, which is fun. And then, but seriously, the fries, I don't know what really makes it gumbo. It was, like, there was no sausage.
And chicken.
Yeah. So you
And
could have
cheese.
just, I would have just called them Cajun fries, and I wouldn't have had a problem with it. But
Yeah.
so I don't. So that, I mean, I don't know. It's not like I can tell you to get them or
Yeah,
not.
I mean, they weren't bad, but no, I wouldn't.
Not worth the money at all.
It's not worth veering from your usual Disneyland.
Yeah, so we're gonna do Thunder Mountain now because it's a walk-on. So, yeah, ooh, cool.
Yeah.
We're doing Thunder Mountain now. It says it's a 5-minute wait, and then maybe we're gonna do like Haunted Mansion or something. We got a priority to do a Jolly Holiday, and
Yeah,
there's
we
no
gotta
more
date
mobile
with the
orders, so we gotta get our soup. That says in the app it is open until 1 a.m. So we're gonna do this. I think maybe we'll do one more ride and then do that. They've got the Skyway photo op here as you go into Galaxy's Edge. Interesting spot for it.
Long line for it.
Very long line, yeah. Well, we did Thunder Mountain. We waited about 10 minutes, I'd say, for that. But here's the thing. If you're not doing Thunder Mountain at night, you ain't doing it right. Okay? Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I like it both ways, but I feel like, I mean, I prefer it at night, but I feel like in a trip, if you do it during the day and night, you've had a good trip. Wait, what is this?
What is this person in this tunnel over here?
I don't know.
I do like the tunnel, you know, lit up. What is it? Is it Mickey Mouse? No. Can I just not see it correctly?
Yeah.
Oh, it is Mickey Mouse. He's running. There you go. Once you get closer from this angle, you're like, oh, obviously that's Mickey Mouse. But the other way, you're like, what is that demon? Wow, she looks really good. Found Esmeralda over here. She's got a long line. Rightfully so. It's Merlin.
Oh, do the dance. And then with those high kicks.
What an underrated movie.
Yes, keep learning that with it. Yes, with great knowledge you can achieve. Ho, ho! Yes, my little sword. Yes, now, hide it right there. Ho, ho. Oh, the wiggles. That's
I really like the castle-like color projections they're doing on it tonight. Make it look like a toy almost, which is really neat. Hannah doesn't want to do the Fantasyland attractions the way I like to do them, so I think we're going to try and go get food at Jolly Holiday now. It had a really, really, really long line when we went to go do it before, but I'm kind of determined, oh my god, the line is even longer now. No one's dancing over here. Okay, this line is like out the door, on the sidewalk, on the patio, but I gotta do it. Alright, it is almost 1 o'clock and we are leaving now. We ended up waiting about like 23 minutes for Jolly Holiday. I think I already said that. Yeah, it's crazy. It was longer than Space Mountain. So I'm going to turn it over to Hannah. She can tell you her thoughts and feelings on her first Disneyland After Dark. We're going to walk and talk though because I'm tired and I don't want to stand here.
And chili and regular.
All right, what did you think of your Disneyland After Dark, your first event?
I want to lean into the positive. The wait times were low. For this event in particular, though, there weren't really any extra things that added value to it. And in fact, in a way, I think there were things that kind of took away the value from it, like all the food offerings not being available, all the regular nighttime entertainment not being available. So I do hate that, like, we came, this is night 2 of a 2-night event. So I think in general the potential's there. Like the way that you talk about Pride Night sounds fantastic. Also these tickets are less than a 1-day park ticket. So I could see, like, if you were doing this as like a substitute for a park ticket and like maybe you're taking a down day at your hotel and we're hoping for like shorter waits, I think it could be that. For me though, it didn't check any of those boxes for me. Also, like, I'm a little disappointed in the fact that they didn't do more callbacks to like different decades for Disneyland. Like, I would have liked to have seen more of, like, I don't know, the Disneyland date nights that they used to do, kind of like those things, like live entertainment on the March Queen Riverboat. things of that nature. So it didn't really check any boxes for me, I'm going to be honest. I think it has potential. I'm not saying I want to do another after hours event, but this one, to keep consistent with all the reviews, I think it needs some changes.
I thought it was awful. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't think it was worth the money at all. I come every year for Pride. This is the 4th year I'll end up coming for that one. And I think that one is so well done, and the experience that I have there is crazy because there's a cavalcade, there are fireworks, there is a DJ that is out on Tom Sawyer Island. There is like the special character meet and greet, special food, and stuff like that. So I think it has more offerings than this does. But the thing that I think that event excels at is cultivating a vibe. So when you're in there, there's a very specific vibe. You know, it's like very like a mood the whole way around. This event didn't have a vibe. There was no vibe. I couldn't put my finger on anything. And as somebody who's only been coming to Disneyland since like 2015. I don't know the significance of, I don't know how any of the food items tied into the theming of the event whatsoever. I couldn't make rhyme or reason of why and what characters they chose. Like I thought having Mother and Father there from Carousel of Progress was cool because that is an extinct attraction at Disneyland Resort now. But like other than that, there weren't a ton of throwbacks. Like Videopolis, yes, that was a throwback, I guess, because that was something they used to do. And so I don't, there wasn't really anything. The music didn't even make sense. It was just like Disney movie music. And I'm like, why isn't it the different parade music? Why aren't you playing like Magic Happens or, I can't remember the one with the drummers that used to come out when I used to be here. Soundsational. Like, why aren't you doing old parades? Why aren't you doing the projections that we know you have for the 50th anniversary fireworks, the 60th anniversary fireworks? You can do it without fireworks. And why aren't you doing Mickey's Mixed Magic throughout the night too? It's a 10-minute projection show that we also knew have stuff like that. Wondrous Journeys could have still been included in this in projection because this is supposed to be. The whole thing was like the year of the 70 like favorites, whatever, 70 years of favorites. I didn't understand. I don't think anything of there was no like throwback to any of it. I mean, other than like the 2 vehicles that they had from Main Street Electrical Parade, I just truly was like kind of dumbfounded. It felt definitely like a cash grab. There was only like one sweatshirt. And so
and it was sold out in most of the sizes. It was like, man, I guess people wanted that. Bummer.
Yeah. So I know we're here on the last night of the event, so I thought this was like pretty. Like when I fill out the survey, I am not going to be very kind about this at all. But I will tell you, I did go to a Star Wars when they weren't Disneyland After Dark yet, I don't think, but I went to a Star Wars night in like 2021 or something like that. It was whenever Star Wars Celebration was in Anaheim. And I remember like the only thing I can remember in that one is like waiting like an hour and a half for an Ewok. But there were cool meet and greets, but I do remember being like, oh, I'm not going to do these events. But then Pride came along, and I went with some friends, and then my friend CJ and I go every year, and I was just like, that is 1,000% worth it. So what Hannah was saying earlier, too, is what we do is because we like the event so much, we actually do both nights. We do the Tuesday and the Thursday, or the Monday and the Wednesday, whatever the days may be, what it falls on that year. And we will do a park day in the middle. So we will rest the morning of or do something at Downtown Disney that day of. And so like one day we're like, okay, so I'll be like, I want all entertainment this day. So I make sure that we do cavalcade, parade, see the special performances. And then the next time we do it, we're like, okay, we'll get a little bit of that. But then also we're going to go around and meet like characters and do rides and stuff. So just to recap some of that too, we did end up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rides, and we could have done more. I think if we had done that last hour, if we hadn't gotten in line for Jolly Holiday, I think we could have easily done all of the Fantasyland attractions. So that would have been Snow White, Mr. Toad, Casey Jr., Dumbo, and Pinocchio. So we easily could have gotten like 5 more rides in, I think. So, but also like I do those the last hour of the night, any night that I go to Disneyland. So it doesn't, that aspect of it. Oh no. I don't.
feel like your point about like Pride cultivating a vibe, because like I think about an after hours event at Magic Kingdom, like there's I feel like the advantage of being able to walk on rides is a little bit higher, or a little bit. It's a different proportion, and also like there weren't any amenities to this. Like there weren't any free snacks. It was just a lanyard.
Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like
that doesn't count.
I'd like them to add another element or something like that. But I mean, I've heard good things about other ones. I've heard good things about the Star Wars ones have improved. I've heard that Sweethearts it seems to be really popular. And so I don't know. I'm not saying don't do one. I'm just saying Disneyland. I'm really disappointed with this one specifically. So that's too bad. I don't know. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. The problem with these events is as soon as you read about them, you have to ask yourself, like, is this something it sounds like I'm interested in doing? Because 9 times out of 10, they sell out.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's the really hard part about planning around these things. I also like Oogie Boogie Bash, which I think is also considered a Disneyland After Dark, even though it's at DCA, but... yeah.
But that includes, I mean, a whole parade. And, I mean, characters you would never normally see.
Yeah, so my advice is I think maybe you just have to really ask yourself, this seems interesting, this doesn't seem interesting to me. I mean, you got to think the ones that come back are probably better than this, right? And there's multiple nights. So Star Wars has like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 nights or something like that. And Sweetheart Nights, I think, had more than 2 nights as well. Those ones are probably very popular because multiple years and multiple times. The same with like Pride. It does happen 2 nights, but it's still coming back again, so it's popular. So maybe those are the ones to really invest in. I hate to be like, don't do it the first year it comes out. Wait, but I don't know. This one was really disappointing. That's the long and short of it. So I feel it makes me a little sad because Hannah has listened to me talk about Pride so often. I was like, oh, we're going to do this after hours event. It's going to be great. And it just turned out to not be so great. So hopefully the next one we do will be great. And I look forward to doing that. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for our video. It is, we are tired. But you did walk with us all the way from the park. We started this part of the video at the park, and we walked all the way into our hotel room. So wasn't that kind of cool?
It was quick.
I know, it was really quick.
I feel good now.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I can see the counter clicking on this. It was less than 8 minutes. If I happen to chop this up, it's been a total of 8 minutes from inside of the gate we were. When I started recording you. Yeah, inside of Disneyland, not being able to go through the California Adventure entrance. So we had to go through downtown Disney and come up this way. That's cool. So that's a nice note to end this video on. Thank you, everybody, for following along with us. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any more questions about the Disneyland Resort or any sort of planning or anything like that, please leave the comments on this video. If you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Leave us comments and suggestions about future topics you'd like to see as well, both at Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, wherever. And we'll do the best of our ability to accommodate that. But thank you, everybody, for following along. Have a great night.